Swishers, and welcome back to another WNBA Daily Swish video. Okay, I really hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. I've really been having a good time making them for you. Okay, have we had some action this last couple of games? I mean, especially between the Connecticut Sun and the Las Vegas Aces, and then with Seattle Storm doing a clean sweep on the Minnesota Lynx. It's like they didn't even stand a chance against the Seattle Storm. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and get into today is we're going to mostly be talking about Connecticut Sun and the Las Vegas Aces, being that they seem to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, and it's been very exciting to watch, and I have been highly ecstatic. Okay, and yes, I have been going crazy on my couch, been going crazy watching the games, even yelling and screaming at the TV. I don't know if it's been the same thing for you guys, but it has been crazy. Okay, so here we go. Let's start off talking about McCoughtry's performance against the Connecticut Sun in the second half in yesterday's game. Okay, she was on fire after the after halftime. I don't know what she went in there and did, what kind of magic juice she was drinking, or if she had some of that magic water. If you guys are Space Jam fans, you would know what I mean. Okay, I think it was like Michael's special drink or something like that. So if she had some of that, well, then by all means it worked in that second half, because she came out scoring 29 points, 16 of those coming from the third quarter. Okay, now before this playoff game, she spoke to Elena Del Don through Instagram messaging. Okay, Elena Del Don gave her a couple tips on what she should do, how to stay motivated, how to present herself in tough situations like this. Okay, and so it seems like she fed off of Elena Del Don's advice, and it worked for her. Okay, and what some people really don't know, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but as she was walking into the locker room during halftime, she kind of pulled over to the side and saw Sue Bird, and was kind of asking for some advice from Sue Bird, and so she got some of that Sue Bird magic on her. Okay, so it really worked for her in that second half. Okay, her motivation in that second half kind of put the Aces in control. It's like, hey, we got this. Okay, and they're like, look at Angel. She pretty much led the team the whole entire way through the second half. Okay, they had an 84-75 victory to force into a game 5. Okay, now does this mean that the Las Vegas Aces need to get lazy? No. Okay, it does not mean that at all, because I'll tell you what, Alyssa Thomas is a threat. Okay, I don't know if you've been watching this back and forth game. Okay, even with that injured right shoulder that she has, okay, she's been acting like she don't even have an injured right shoulder. She's been getting in there, and she's been kind of a little feisty with the Las Vegas Aces in there, and trying to score some points, trying to drive in the ball, trying to keep the Connecticut Sun motivated, along with DeWanna Bonner. Okay, and so it's going to be a tough one for Game 5. And I think it's going to be a fun one to watch, because this is the moment. Who goes home and who moves on? Okay. A lot of people are still predicting that the Las Vegas Aces are going to move on into the finals. Okay. So there's some still hope there. But the Connecticut Sun seem to be using that motivation that they've always used, which is, you guys are going to keep doubting us? Okay. Watch how we're going to use that to our advantage. And they've definitely been using that to their advantage, because they've been doubted so many times over and over and over again. And they're tired of being doubted. They're tired of being the underdogs. And so, I mean, if you think about it, in the beginning of this WNBA season, okay, they were coming off of a 5-game losing streak, and then all of a sudden they just picked it up, and now here we are in the playoffs, the semifinals. Okay, so this is a team that should not be doubted, should not be one to look over. Okay, Like I said, they have Jasmine Thomas, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner. You even got January in that mix, who's been really stepping it up as well. Okay, and these ladies are outside shooters. Okay, and so Vegas needs to find a way to continue to stop that, because their defense has been very aggressive lately against the Las Vegas Aces, and sometimes it's hard for the Aces to work around that, especially for A'ja Wilson, who's known to at least score 30 points a game. Okay, with a 20-point average game. Okay, per game. They've been able to stop A'ja Wilson. They've been also able to stop McBride, who's known for 3-point shots as well. And so they're putting up a fight against the number one team. And this is not the Las Vegas Aces that we're used to. But if the Aces can hold it together, and, you know, even Bill Laimbeer, you know, he even told A'ja, you know, like, I know you're MVP, and I know you've been carrying this team, but it doesn't have to be you all the time, okay? Now that they have Hamby, who is injured for the rest of the season or for the rest of the playoffs with her knee injury, they really got to step it up, and they got to really work together, and A'ja Wilson can't do it all by herself. And that's what Bill Laimbeer was trying to say, you know, Wilson, you don't have to do it all, okay? You've got McBride, you've got Young, you've even got Carolyn Swords that's been stepping it up. And Danielle Robinson, I mean, she came out of nowhere. She was a little feisty yesterday. I don't know if you were paying attention, but she was a little feisty in yesterday's game, okay? So she was stepping it up to the plate. And then you had Angel McCoughtry, okay? Beautiful plays yesterday. Wonderful, causing Connecticut to turn over a lot more in the second half than they did in the first half, okay? But to McCoughtry, she said, I just played, okay? Maybe if she continues this routine of just playing and just be yourself and keep up the motivation, maybe they could take game 5, okay? But like I said, Alyssa Thomas and Bonner aren't going to go down without a fight, okay? And so what does Connecticut need to do? Okay, and they've been doing a pretty good job of it. 1, they need to stop Wilson. Okay. 2, don't give any turnovers. Okay, stop the silly turnovers, and Connecticut will be fine. And that's just the way I see it. Okay. You could disagree with me if you want to. That's what these vlogs are for. This is what these videos are for. I'm just giving you what I see, and I'm giving you updates of what has been going on. So, another thing that they need to do, in which they have been doing an excellent job of this, okay? Play tight defense on the inside to force Aces to the outside, okay? Aces, I mean, they're good. They have some good perimeter shooters, okay? McBride, Young, okay? Robinson's known to be one now. I mean, she's been hitting those threes a lot lately, okay? But force them to shoot outside, okay? They're known to drive in the ball or find a way to give it to Wilson, who could just put up the easy 2, okay? And draw a foul, okay? So I think if Connecticut continues to play a tight defense, okay, maybe this will be the key to the game for them, okay? Force Vegas to have turnovers, because they love possessions, okay? The Aces love their possessions. That's another thing that they're known for. They love their possessions, and they will force a turnover on you when they see the opportunity. Okay? So, now that we got that out of the way, okay, I kind of want to talk about Seattle, because they did kind of do a clean sweep against Minnesota. Okay? Seattle swept Minnesota going into game 3, okay, when they won on Sunday with a score of 92-71 victory. Okay, Stewart, okay, is eager to win another title. She wants it. Okay, she was out last year with that Achilles heel injury. Okay, now she's back this year, and she's playing as if she was never injured before. Okay, and so I'm kind of excited to see where this goes for Seattle. Okay, she even had an outstanding performance with 31 points on the board yesterday. 31. Okay, So, with that being said, she had 31 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 2 block shots. Okay? That is an outstanding performance in my book. Okay? Even though she didn't win MVP this year, she still plays like an MVP, and she is a tremendous player that came out of UConn, and, you know, she knows how to be a leader. She knows how to be dominant on the court, both ends on both ends of the court. Okay? So, outstanding performance. Stewart may be Seattle's best player, but you also have the GOAT. Okay? You got to remember that Sue Bird missed 11 games this year, okay, out of the regular season with that injury, okay, on her knee, okay, trying to recover from that. And once she did, now she's back in the game, okay? So, here's the way it's going to be, okay? Sue Bird had 16 points and 9 assists and only 1 turnover. One! Okay? What guard does that? Sue Bird does. Okay? So, here's the way it's going to go. Whoever matches up to Seattle, okay, if the Aces match up to Seattle, okay, the Aces' possessions mean everything, okay? Like I said, they love the ball. They love to be, to gain those possessions and drive it to the basket as much as often and force a turnover. They don't care who you are, okay? Now, the Aces have beat Seattle twice in the regular season, but that's without Bird, and that's without Sue Bird. And now that they have Sue Bird, they have Jewel Lloyd, okay? They have Wickham, they have Stewart, okay? Now they have their full force, okay? The Aces need to play a tougher defense and force turnovers, okay? If there's any way to get around this team, they have to play tighter defense, okay? They can't just be lazy, and they can't just be like, okay, whatever. I think we're going to win this game because we're the number 1 seed. No, it don't work like that, okay? So, they have to be tighter on the defense, and then will McCoughtry and Robinson step up, okay? Wilson can't do it all. She's not Wonder Woman, okay? They have to work together. They have to figure out smart passes, smart shots, okay? They can't just throw it up there like they have been in these Connecticut games, okay? And then you also have a Stewart versus Wilson matchup. Now, that's going to be something exciting to see, okay? Connecticut, to beat the Storm, if the Connecticut make it to the finals and they play the Seattle Storm, okay, Connecticut, Bonner is going to have more power output, okay? And then Connecticut needs to lay off the turnovers. They can't have any silly turnovers like they have been with Vegas, okay? Alyssa Thomas, she's going to be a great force. She's going to be a great threat to Seattle because she's not going to back down without a fight. She's like a little chihuahua. Okay? So, another thing, rebounds. Okay? That's what's going to win games. Candace Parker has said it before, okay? And I know that they're not in playoff contention anymore, but if you remember back in the regular season, if you remember back in one of my videos, okay, rebounds is going to win games, okay? The more rebounds you have, the more opportunities you have to put it back up or drive it down into the lane, okay? So, let's see how it's going to go down for Tuesday night, okay? It's going to be a fun Game 5 to watch. I'm excited to watch it. I hope you're excited to watch it, okay? Because it's about to go down, okay? So here we go. So, with that being said, that's all your playoff information that I have for you guys. And let's see how Game 5 goes, okay? Don't forget to tune in on Tuesday to watch Game 5, okay? If you like my videos, if you like what I'm doing, if you like the feed, okay, make sure you go and find my Facebook group page, WNBA Daily Swish. I give you all the updates, all the information, okay, random information about WNBA players, information about the playoffs, okay, times, schedules, stats, okay. Spread the word. Tell your friends, okay? You like WNBA Daily Swish? You got friends that like the WNBA? Make sure they tune in, because like I said, if it ain't hot, it ain't a swish.